What is happening, everyone? Welcome this afternoon to FFTV with me, Francis Green, and I hope everyone in this community is doing well as always. And it's a very special day, people. It's a very, very special day because we hit 2K last night. I woke up this morning and we hit 2K. And wow. Each and every one of you have been part of that journey. You've helped this. You've shared videos. You've commented. You've hit the like button. You've hit the subscribe button. You've made it work. And I cannot thank you. I can't thank you enough. I really can't. 2K. So some people have got 50K, 100,000, 30K, whatever. You know, sometimes people forget where they had to start, and we all started on zero. And everyone is the same when they come into this YouTube game, unless obviously you're The Rock or Thierry Henry. But most people are the same. So I just want to say a massive thank you, and straight away, unbelievable from Alan. I mean, what can I say? He's put big up, friend. Just a little thanks for all the great content so far. I'm a diamond member at Curtis, so the least I can do over here. You are unbelievable, Alan, and I'm glad that you find our entertainment, our afternoon conversations. And again, I will have a little personal channel, which is a little bit deeper and more about me and you as a community, which will help you. So unbelievable super chat, really is. Social DRG's coming. He says, looks like he's going back to Man United. We're going to get onto that because it seems like a lot has developed over the last 4 or 5 hours. Big up, Fran. I'm hurting inside. Craig is saying, interesting. Chris has put that deal is off. Back to weed in the garden. Big up, Fran, on the 2K subs. Afternoon, Fran. Congrats from Contrarian, Ashton, Chris, Alan, Craig, Andrew, Social, everyone. Absolutely unbelievable. And make sure I've not missed anyone out. Devan's coming. He's going United, change the title city out of the race. I mean, it's unbelievable what this could actually do for the Premier League. I mean, Ashton's put I feel in the gutter about this news. I mean, it's crazy. Isn't it crazy? Most people 36 years old, they're finished. I mean, I was finished professionally. This kid might get a move to Man United. Let's have a coffee. By the way, coffee is my drink. I've got to start exploring different coffees, which you will see. But coffee is the drink. But wow, people, wow. I'm going to leave that on screen for a little bit longer, Alan, because I'm absolutely delighted, by the way. As Social DRG will tell me, he'll count the pennies up and he'll say, that's a little bit money back for the PS5. Because Social's got a calculator every time we're on the live stream, I'm sure he has. So welcome, everybody. Welcome. Absolutely love it. Make sure we get a few more people in, which is great. 11 in the chat so far. Congrats, Alan saying, appreciate that. And obviously, Alan is saying you're welcome, etc. So people, why not? Why not? Let's just jump straight into it, eh? Let's jump straight into it. And Ronaldo, last minute switch, it looks like. So as you know by the thumbnail, breaking news. Ronaldo basically told Juventus that he does not want to be with them no more. He's always been with his agent and very good friend from back in the day. Now, I don't know if you know that, but George Mendes used to own a bar, I believe, in Portugal. And his first kind of way that he got involved in being a football agent was, I think he was friends with Hugo Viana. If anyone remembers Hugo Viana, he got him a move, and then it just stemmed from there, and he became one of the greatest agents in world football. So that tells you, start from the bottom, people, because you never know where it might take you. Get the good energy within you, and it could take you as far as you can go. So yes, so he's great, very, very close with his agent. Obviously, his agents made him a lot of money, even though Ronaldo has to do the work on the pitch. And he told Juventus he didn't want to stay no more. And I think Juventus really need to probably get rid of him. I believe it adds up to about £1 million or €1 million a week wages. So we all know COVID has really hit. Seems to be every football club except for the big money men, which are in the Premier League. Well, 4 clubs that are in the Premier League. So City were favourites. Now, what I found really funny was this morning or last night, I see Man United burning shirts. His legacy is gone. It's a disgrace if he goes there. The typical hypocritical football fan, unfortunately, they hated him this morning. They hated him. He was this, he was that. A couple of Man United fans, to be honest, didn't they understood because it's a business game, and he was going to go Man City, but Man City do not want to pay the fee, I believe, because Juventus want a fee, and with the fee on top of the wages, I believe financial fair play is not going to crunch up for City, so they don't want to pay the fee. Ronaldo was never going to City, in my opinion. Maybe it was all just a PR stunt to get Man United to panic like they did against Alexis Sanchez. We will see. Martin, big up, Fran. United will probably make 30 million from just Ronaldo shirts. 100%. Craig's coming with another super chat. Unbelievable. Fran, big thank you for the content you put out. I mean, the super chats for me, honestly, it doesn't matter what it is. 50p, pound, £2, whatever it may be, £10, £50, whatever it may be. It's unbelievable that you are willing to just do super chats because of the content that I bring you. And I can't thank you enough. Honestly, I can't thank you enough. And listen, I would say I've achieved quite a bit. But when I see a little super chat, it's weird. It's really, really weird. I played at Stamford Bridge. I played at Wembley. It's really weird. What that little super? It's really weird. So really do I thank you ever so much. Munzi's put, if you had gone, my picture of him was going out the window. Laugh out loud. Now putting more up. This is what I mean. This is Munzi is a typical football fan. Like, he hated him this morning, 10 a.m. At 3 a.m. he's king. Come on, Munzi. Ryan's put, Ronaldo only cares about his abs, his brands, and his bank account. Trust me, he only owes to Alex loyalty, and he said that himself. Listen, we all know that if Man City wanted him, he was going Man City. And if they could have done it, he was going Man City. Let's be honest. Someone said, would he do it? And the title said, would he do it? Damn right, Ronaldo would have gone Man City. Let me tell you that. Damn right, Ronaldo would have gone Man City. There's no doubt about that. All he's interested in is himself to be the best that he can be. And you know what? I have nothing wrong with that, because I'm all about energy, positivity, and being the best that you can be. As you know, you speak with me daily on a daily basis. And Ronaldo is that type of, you do not achieve what he has done and still be in tip-top condition if you are emotionally attached to outside of your world. He is not emotionally attached to anything but maybe his family and himself. Okay? He doesn't let anything else distract him. And if Man City wanted him, people don't want to hear it, he would have been going straight through Man City's door. I think for financial fair play, the figures did not work. And it didn't work for him. It didn't work for the club. Didn't work for him, because Man City would have wanted him. Of course they would have wanted him. But it doesn't work figure-wise. They can't do it. Fabrizio Romano, Francis Green signs for Malloy FC for a fee of £2. Here we go. There you go, people. Here we go. I've signed to the Super Chat FC for £2. Big up, Fran. I can't believe CR7 is going back to United. Well, it seems, by the way, Rayan, that Man United are the only ones who can probably financially make it work now. PSG don't want him, which is going to hurt his ego a little bit. Ronaldo's probably going to have another point to prove. PSG don't want him. Man City now probably cannot financially put the package together to get him. And then who else? Chelsea don't want him. So there's only one club. There's only one club that is who are going to want him. And that's obviously United. Ole Gunnar said that he knows where we are, which is the biggest hint that he's going to go to United. He will play nearly every week at United, whereas he wouldn't at City. He'll be the main man at United. And he would be the main man at City, because he's probably the main man that he goes everywhere. But he's got De Bruyne, who kind of is the main man. Bruno Fernandes has consistently spoken to him on a regular basis. So obviously Portuguese connection. So it looks like the Man United one is going to get over the line. I'm just glad to see him back in the Premier League. I really, really am glad to see him back in the Premier League. I know he's only 36, he's 36, 37, but he will score goals. He does not surprise me if he wins Golden Boot. You know, put some on the Golden Boot. You know, if you're a betting man, put £5 on a Golden Boot. You know, Messi and Ronaldo combined record all competitions games 1,700 and goals 1,300. Unbelievable stats, people. Absolutely unbelievable. Ronaldo has a very tight relationship with Fergie, father figure. Not sure he would have gone if Fergie blocked it. Maybe. But knowing Ronaldo, not knowing him, speaking to him on a few occasions, but actually don't really know him. Obviously, by me speaking to him doesn't mean I know him. But he would have gone City, no doubt. They finally beat Villarreal now that they've signed Varane, Sancho, and CR7. FFP is completely relaxed till the end of the season. Any team with big backing could bring him in. PSG could cheese it off free transfers if they really wanted. Maybe, but I just don't think these figures crunch up. There's a lot of finances that happen behind the scenes, Rayhan. It's not quite straightforward, as in like the FFP. There's so many different elements that are involved in the financial side of getting players over the line. How you have to structure deals. It's very, very complicated. That's why it takes a long time. Ronaldo will stop Ollie from getting a DM, which is what we need. Yeah. Can I get a shout out for my EFL show later on MMTF TV? Yeah, so Munzi's got a little a channel that he's bringing out now. He's only just started it. He's talking about the EFL tonight, and I'm going to be on that one and speak about the EFL tonight for an hour with Munzi. So go and check that out. Munzi Talks Football TV. The Gooners put yo 2K fire party time. I mean, listen, those round numbers sound so sweet, don't they? They sound so sweet. Fran, I think Man City have bottled this transfer window. It's interesting. It's interesting. Are they using the financial fair play as a excuse? Because, you know, for me, I thought Messi was, if anything, I thought Messi was absolutely guaranteed to probably go to City. That's never going to happen now. And now Ronaldo looks like he was going to City. But you know what it's like. Like I said to you before, I was in the car with a client stroke mate when we was in the car, and we was going to sign for a Premier League club. He didn't really want to sign for that club. We then got a kind of a call. We did a U-turn, and we went to another club. Within an hour, 2 hours, we'd signed for the other club. Without the other club, the first initial club, who thought we was going to turn up at 12, without them knowing, then we had to let them know that I'm sorry, he's gone to another club. So, you know, it happened. Same with Willian. You know, Delphog has put congrats yourself. Clive has put nothing surprising me in footballers nowadays. Loyalty is non-existent today. Well, Clive, what you got to look at is there's no loyalty in business. There's no loyalty when big money is involved. And there's definitely no loyalty in football. Because most people that are loyal in football, they get turned over. They get burnt. So, you know, if a club don't want you at the end of your contract, they don't care if you can't afford to pay your mortgage and feed your children. They don't care. So that's where loyalty is a myth. There's no loyalty in football, really. In the olden days, should I say, even probably before I started to play, there was a lot more loyalty because the money wasn't big. So people were quite happy to just stay at their local club, you know, earn okay money and be like a local, go in the local pub, the local celebrity. But now it's completely different machine. So there's no loyalty involved. And unfortunately, when it comes to business, there isn't loyalty involved. Chris, would you have signed for Cambridge after Posh? If they gave me enough money to feed my family and put a roof over my head, Chris, then probably would have. Yeah, I probably would have. What do you make of the Champions League draw? Not bad. I think obviously for City they're going to have PSG again in the but this time it's going to be the group stages, so it'll be interesting. CJ Sport, who will City get as a 9? Now Laka will obviously know Aubameyang. That it's all paper reports. So no Aubameyang because Arteta has came out today after it seems like he's dealt with and kind of semi-healed his problems with Aubameyang. Hopefully he plays him down the middle. 37 in the chat. Unbelievable. People, make sure you hit the like button. That really helps us, and don't forget to subscribe if you already haven't, because that bad boy, that PS5 down there, is going to be in someone's hands soon. So we will see, but make sure you do, because thanks for everyone to getting us to 2K. Honestly, I just said earlier, if you're not in the chat, I played at Stamford Bridge in front of 30,000-40,000. I played at Wembley in front of 30,000-40,000, and by getting to 2K felt just as big as that. It was weird. It was really, really strange, but appreciate each and every one of you in doing that and contributing towards that, creating the ripple effect and the compound effect. So interesting, CG low. I don't know who they're going to go for. City are absolutely desperate now for a goal scorer. Couldn't get Kane. Can't now get Ronaldo, Lewandowski. Imagine Lewandowski on the last day of the transfer window gets a move. Haaland, could he now be on his way? It's crazy. But if they can't get Ronaldo because of the financial fair play, then who are they going to get? Who are they going to get? Arsenal love fun has put, imagine Manchester United getting Cristiano and other big teams have brought big players, but Arsenal FC, the window is going to close and we've addressed our issue. Basuma going to Liverpool, also seen Basuma going to United, but if obviously Ronaldo goes to United, that's not going to happen. A few more comments and then we'll touch base on a little bit more about what I think about the Ronaldo, etc. Francis, my boy, it's game over, big man. No top four for the next 3 seasons. Easy, just 100. 100% agree, man. 100% agree. We are not going to get top 4 for a very, very long time. I can tell you that, people. Tell you that, people. Darmesh has put breaking news. Liverpool have just bid 135 mil for Mbappe and will travel to Liverpool in the next few days. Let's have a look at that. Let me have a look at that. I can't believe that. He's basically said, wow. Here we go. Wow. Kylian Mbappe's transfer meeting with Liverpool and John D.W. Henry on private jet. Kylian Mbappe is a subject of intense. Let me share this for you. Should I share this? Let's just share this, people. Let me just share the link at the bottom of the screen. Share the screen, should I say? Let's just share this because this is interesting. This is very interesting. Let me know if you can see this. So, let's just get rid. Let me get rid of the get rid of that one. There we go. So, Kylian Mbappe is subject of intense transfer speculation after Paris Saint-Germain sporting director confirmed the Frenchman intentions to leave. Real Madrid have already made a bid of 140 million for the World Cup winner. Blah blah blah. Is there anything in there? If PSG reviews to sell for a fee this summer, there's risk of losing him. A meeting has taken place, is said to have taken place on Henry's private jet, with the American flying Mbappe and his family over the Bay of Nice and the surrounding areas as they discuss the youngster's future. Liverpool eventually missed out, but Klopp has remained a huge fan of the PSG forward despite his huge price tag. That meeting obviously couldn't have been now. That must have been an old meeting. Must have been an old meeting and they're just looking for headlines now, people. It must have been, but that's very, very interesting. That has come up. Interesting. I mean, how true could that be? I can't see that happening. Can you see that happening now? Hold tight. Interesting. Fran, Curtis reached 43K on his stream today. Unbelievable. The other day we was talking about, and he was saying, Fran, you're going to get to 2K before the end of the transfer window. By Christmas, we need to be on 5K. And I was saying to him, listen, you need to be on 40K, 40 to 45K before Christmas. And we've given him a year to get to 100K. And he was like, listen, man, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And then he went from 30K to 34 in a minute. And I know 90% of my community are the same community as Curtis's. So, wow, people. Yo, listen, we're going to make this community one of the best communities going. The most interactive community. That's the one. That is the one. What is going on here? What about this Frank Kessie coming to Arsenal? I think they're just rumors. I really, really do think they're rumors. Darmesh is laughing. I can't see that's happening. You think that's happening? I can't see it happening, I really can't. Something smells fishy, Fran. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Wow, that's insane for them. I can't see that. Can you? Big up everyone and congrats on 2K. And by the way, this ain't congrats to me, just like BK saying it. It's congrats to everybody who's involved in this. Because I want the community to feel that they are a part of what I'm trying to do, which they are. And a lot of people forget that you are all part of it. The energy of humans is all together. You have to be selfish to get where you want to be, but understand that you have to be part of a community to get where you want to be. People say you can't do things on your own. You can only do the minimum requirement on your own, but to grow, you need to grow with a community of people. What an exciting transfer window, unless you're an Arsenal fan. Yeah, imagine the days are over that we can't be a part of this. Big up, Fran. When you have left Highbury, we left the club's heart behind. It was like Liverpool leaving Anfield. I'm really jealous of all these signings, Fran. And we signed players, but we haven't improved. Yeah, we can't. We really can't. Buenas has always put good, bro. Marquee signing was Ben White. Oh, mate. No, Mbappe won't join Liverpool. I can't see this, people. Who does Liverpool even drop for Mbappe? Mane. Clive's put Arsenal are just left with rumours in the window. It's absolutely crazy, people. Absolutely crazy. So, like I say, with 20 minutes in, we've only just speak about Ronaldo. Like I was saying earlier, Ronaldo for me was always probably going to go Man City if they were the ones and the strongest ones that were going to take him. Okay. Now, Ole Gunnar has basically said he knows where we are. Simple as that. Now, that's huge. When you're a player and he says, I know where this club knows where I am. He wants to feel loved. He started his legacy there, really. You know what I mean? Now, some Man United fans, as I was saying this morning, were burning shirts, etc. But no one ever did that to Dennis Law. People forget that Dennis Law, you know, way before my day, in a way, before I was even started playing football, left. And I believe he relegated Man United when he was at Man City, I believe. He's got a statue outside. So people need to wake up and understand that there's no loyalty in football, and players will go wherever they feel that they need to be at, just like people in the office. Excuse me. Just like people in the office. So it'll be interesting. I think he'll get plenty, 20 plus goals. He'll have Sancho delivering on one side. He's going to have Fernandez, obviously linking up play left, right, and center. And if, and let's put it this way, if Man United get Ronaldo, does that make them probably more favourites than Man City now? There's a good argument that it could make them more favourites than Man City, which is crazy by that one signing. But it's Cristiano Ronaldo. These are not everyday players. These are not everyday, you know, what ifs. These are the next levels from your Harry Kanes and, you know, Ronaldo and Messi, and they're the next level from Mbappe and Haaland. They're on their own, people. You know, these are elite of the elite. So interesting. Let's put on this on there. Martin's put, you want jokes? It's my birthday next week, and the wife got me a tour of the Emirates. And now man's got a smile like it's a big thing. I'm not wearing no Arsenal shirt. I may even put my hood up. The wife's done a good deed, and she don't know how bad it is. People need to learn business is business. I learned the hard way. Listen, we've all learned the hard way when it comes to business. We've all learned that someone is going to do you over. Someone is going to run away with that money. Someone is going to say it's a gentleman's agreement, and it's not over. Now, we've all owe people favors. I still do now. You know, we've all done favors for people and been let down, etc. It's part of the cycle. It's part of life. We're never gonna. You can't be naive and think that's not going to happen. And also on the flip side, you can't give bad energy because that's happened. You know, I think that's what people need to realize. Does anyone leave the CR7 coming in? Just can't see Madrid playing this season. Does anyone leave with CR7 coming in? I don't think they do. I think the reason that City were trying to get rid of a Sterling, etc., who's linked with Arsenal, but that's not happening, is because they need to make way. United get Ronaldo. Sancho, as an Arsenal fan, I am just, you know what, bro? Was in a meeting now. CA told me you still support Arsenal. You're strong. Oof, that is not good. Curtis and Fran, best Arsenal content creators, and the only two Arsenal channels I now watch. I'm taking pleasure watching you both grow channels to 100K awaits. Delphog, unbelievable support as always, and thank you for such kind words. Ammo, just the boost in the dressing room will make them one of the title favorites. I agree. Bruno Fernandes won't be taking no penalties or free kicks no more. He won't. And Erler said it would make Man United serious contenders for the Premier League title if they get Ronaldo. 100%. Now, the domino effect from this Ronaldo, there was interest that Aubameyang may be the one that's going to be on Man City's list. That doesn't look like it's going to happen now. Reason being is I don't think Man City are going to pay a fee for anyone. I think it would kind of be a panic buy as well. Arteta seems in his language, his vocab in the last press conference, that he's got a little bit more love for Aubameyang after he put a smile on his face, and obviously he bagged a hat-trick against West Brom kids. However, it's still confidence boosting. And if we did let Aubameyang go, it would be a big, hole within the squad that he's trying to build. So he needs to keep Aubameyang basically to keep his job, because I think Aubameyang keeps Arteta in a job for the time being. For the time being. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Playing against West Brom reserves, it was a positive result and a positive reaction, but that's not reality. Let's be honest, the position that we're in at the moment. Then there was Lewandowski link, Kane link. Then you had this Ronaldo link. So Man City could end up being second or third favourites if they don't get a signing in, which is absolutely crazy considering the amount of ability and the way Pep coaches as a manager. But do not be surprised if Man City still win this league, because the amount of players and talent they have is unbelievable. And if they don't get anyone now, I think by January they will go big and get someone and try and stay in the title race which they will be in this title race until January, and then I think they will go big. I am surprised that Mbappe has not been linked, because he would just play straight down the middle off the shoulder. So interesting times when it comes to that. Now we talk about Mbappe. I've got huge respect for Mbappe, to be honest. Really have. For him to be, 22, 23 years old, whatever he may be, he's got Neymar, he's got Messi, he's got all these kind of Hollywood superstar footballers at his club. He's French. Every week there's a Hollywood superstar actor in the stand, or a Kardashian watching the game. It's like the biggest player's dreams to play for PSG, but he's always said his biggest dream is to play for Real Madrid. Now, Real Madrid have come in with 170 million euros or whatever it may be, which massive respect for Madrid, because they could wait for 12 months, desperately want him, and a huge respect for Mbappe, such a young man, for wanting to leave where he's at now and really push himself. So for me, huge respect for Mbappe, and I think he's only going to go Real Madrid. But like you say, if he was in the Man City team, wow, they go from that's it. It's all over, because they would play it short, and then when they needed to slip someone in on the end of De Bruyne, Mbappe would be absolutely phenomenal. But it looks like he set his heart on Real Madrid. So for them, I've got huge respect for him, which kind of comes in contrast with obviously what's happening with Harry Kane. He's now saying he wants to stay, and unbelievably, there is talk of a new deal. Talk about, brand nosing. Come on. And he's like, a lot of people will be surprised that I say this, but I've lost a little bit of a respect for Kane as a man who wants to become the best that he wants to become. I understand the respect, because Franny stayed loyal. No, he didn't. He just couldn't get out. Franny's decided to stay. He has to stay. And he can't get out. So he has to try and make out. So he's going to have to perform. He's going to have to get the goals to win people over, because people are if you got half of anything and you sit down and think about it and dissect what actually has happened, he can't leave. He can't get out. So this has happened because he's got no choice. And now he's going to sign a new deal, because he's going to stay at Tottenham now for the rest of his career. Let's be honest. More than likely, if he signs a new deal, he's going to have to get another year on top of the 3 or 4 that he's already remained. And he's going to get more money, and that'll see him take him till about 33, 34, 35, and then that's it. So for me, I've lost a little bit of respect for him as a winner. His ability, goal scorer. As a person, nice man. Being nice doesn't really get you to the level of being ruthless, especially in a short-lived career, which once he's 40, if he can't pay his mortgage, which I'm sure he will be able to, Daniel Levy is not going to borrow him a few quid. I could tell you that for sure. So, no, he couldn't get out, and he's had to stay, So Craig has put, Fran, United are offering Ronaldo a 2-year deal, 480k a week. And I get it. I get that deal. He wanted 510. I get it. Man City are probably, you got to remember, Man City, as much as they've got all their money, if Ronaldo, the whole package, doesn't sit in with Man City, they're not just going to be stupid. Whereas Man United at times are stupid. Man United at times just sign a player because they don't want no one else to have him, and it ends up being a nightmare. They've done that so many times with players. And I get that. It's what Man City kind of did with Jack Grealish, I think. But crazy. Hey, listen, this window could turn out to be one of the best windows we've seen in a long time, considering apparently everyone was skint. It looks like money's just flowing in from left, right, and centre. So must be that dodgy money that everyone's got under their mattress. Amo, Mbappe shouldn't go to Real Madrid, I feel. Spanish league dead at the moment. And a lot of people have said that. A lot of people have said that he's going to a league that is actually now just dire, downhill. Kane should have got a professional agent, not having release clauses, contracting criminal. Listen, I can understand why he got his brother to be his agent. You know, keep it in the family. You make a few quid. Let me make you a millionaire, brother. You know, I understand that. But surely your brother has got to have a little bit of a know-how of how the system works. Surely, but clearly not. Clearly not. Really surprised Madrid are in for Mbappe and not defenders. They have Nacho and Milito as centre-back partnership, which is really poor. But Benzema and Mbappe link-up would be brilliant. Listen, they're more than likely going to win La Liga if they get Mbappe, because obviously Barca's squad now is going to be very, very depleted, losing, obviously, Messi. So they'll just be quite happy to do it. And maybe they will build from that. Maybe that's that Galactico that they used to get before that will now bring other people into the building. Because that's what they used to do with your Figos and your Carlos and your R9 and your Zidane and get more people in. Kane just confirmed he will never win a trophy. I don't think he's going to. United have huge revenue. City don't have that oil money. City don't. They have the oil money. Yeah. Man United, obviously, shirt sales and things like that. Jansen's put Man United just throw money at it and act like they don't. Yeah, these Man United fans are funny. I had someone who I spoke to and it was like, Man United, you know, Man City are buying the league, all this money, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wait a minute, you've spent probably more than anyone else in the last 10 years. What are you on about? People are just selective memory, hypocritical, immoral, without taking responsibility or accountability for what they've said. I had a friend. He's no longer, I would say, no, he's no longer my friend at the moment, but I just know him. And he would consistently lie, about the things you don't need to lie about. Like we've all told lies. But he would then say that he never lied. And then he would call someone for doing. You've always got one of those friends or a family member that calls someone for doing something, and then when they do it, or their family member does it, or their friend, they're fine with it. That's what Man United seem to be like. Ronaldo to have his medical in Lisbon. Ashton would have explained why they concede 3 goals the other day to Levante. Yeah, Madrid will win the league if they get Mbappe. The disrespect to Simeone at Atletico Madrid. Imagine. EJ Lowers put difference between spending and spending well. We wasted a lot of money like Arsenal now. Listen, my grandma always used to say that, God bless her soul, my hero, that she always used to say to me, Fran, because I used to be terrible with money and I'm not great now. Thank the Lord, I've got a wife who is very good with money. But my grandma always used to say, Fran, it doesn't matter what you're getting. You just got to be careful what you spend it on, you know? So interesting. Sports Genius has put, where's he going? Well, it looks like he's going United at the moment. Sports Genius, it looks like City have pulled out of the running. What happens is when a club is interested in signing a player, they sit down with their agent, they sit down with their representatives, they don't sit down with the player, and then he then feeds that information back to the player. The player then comes back, it's a deal. If they can get on the right page, which can take a while, then they do it. But you got to remember, these deals now that are just going to come onto the market, a lot of them 3 weeks ago, no one knew about. There would have been rumors, there would have been talks tried, but Mendes is now flying around every top club in the world. He's only got to make 3 flights. Who can afford Ronaldo? Well, yeah, he's got to make 2, hasn't he? He'll probably go to France, and then from Paris, he'll go and live he'll land in Mani, and he'll go to United, and he'll go to City, and only one of those 3 clubs can afford, Ronaldo. Excuse me. Only they can afford United, and then they'll go back and then they'll say, well, this is what's going to happen. So we will see. Oh, wow. Welcome to Z Khan. Mr. Francis, how's it going? Ronaldo coming to the Toon Army. So Z Khan is a very, very good friend of mine. He's still in Dubai now. So big up Z. Really do appreciate it. He's a mad Newcastle fan. He's brave to come on here and say he's a Newcastle fan. But I hope you're well, mate. And Ronaldo looks like he's going to go United now because City can't get the package together, I believe. So we will see. But I hope you're well, mate, in that 45 degrees over there. Hope you are well, mate. Any news on Aouar to Arsenal? Listen, Leon looks like they're practically trying to give Aouar away. And I think that's a little bit of a, how can I put it? I think that's a little bit of a put off for Arteta maybe and Arsenal, but there's definitely going to be some business going on in the Gunner camp over the next 3 or 4 days. I think transfer deadline day is going to be great. We're probably going to do a 3-hour, 4-hour one on here, see what's going on, try and get some kind of good vibes in here for the transfer window. As you know, we always like to have good vibes. Justin's put, if United get Ronaldo, does that change their title possibilities? I think it makes them one of the favorites, to be honest, because I think he'll get 25, 30 goals. Just uploaded a YouTube short on CR7 interview ahead of the incredible comeback. Interesting. How's it going, man? We lost the first 3. Now we're on a run. Yeah, listen, I'm all good, Z. You know that. All good. All good. As you can see, we've got over 2K. We're now getting super chats in the community. It's unbelievable, and support from each and every one of you has been excellent. Excellent. Some people have been here from day one, and you've all obviously contributed to what we are achieving here, which is a very, let me just do something, sorry, a very, very quickly growing channel now. Like you say, it took us a while at the beginning, but the compound effect always helps. That is for sure. I can tell you that. Also, I'm just going to put this link in here as well. Let me just put this link in here. So this link here, people, this link now I'm going to put in is this link that I'm going to put in there now is my little personal channel that I've not started yet. So don't think, Fran, there's no videos in there, but go over and give that a little bit of a subscribe. That will be more of a personal one where I sit down and talk about certain things in life, because I get a lot of questions in the community, because even though we're a football channel, obviously everyday life pops up. And I get a lot of people, emails as well, of people in the community talking simple things like, Fran, diets, health, relationship, just everyday experiences. And I thought, because I like speaking a lot, and Z knows I love speaking a lot about self-development and everyday life, that it would be good for people to sit down, and sometimes we get to know the community in a different way, shape, or form. And I do edited videos. By the way, just want to say, as you know, people, 2 more bad boys came today. Got recommended this deep work, apparently. How you deal with distractions while you're trying to complete tasks and kick on. And this one was recommended from some YouTube guy that I follow, who will be my mentor. One of them: manage your day to day, build your routine, find your success, and sharpen your mind, your creative mind. So I got 2 bad boys came in today. I've still got about 3 other books that I need to catch up on, and I'm nearly finished Game Changers, people. Anyway, off the self-development, there is the link. Go and click that link, all right, for my little personal channel that I will have going in the future. Don't know when I'm going to upload. I don't know. It could be tonight. It could be in a month's time, but it'll be a little one on the side, and that will just be a little personal channel. We wherever it goes, Wherever it goes, it goes. But let's get back to this. Have PSG stated that they are not interested in Ronaldo? Apparently they have. They apparently said that they are not in the race for Ronaldo. Not sure Arteta doesn't want Aouar. Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's a weird one, isn't it? Maybe there's something behind the scenes that we don't know about, that we can't. They're keeping quiet because they know it's going to happen. I think it would be criminal if we didn't get Aouar. There's reasons why it's half price at the moment, but I would take the risk. It's good enough. I would definitely take the risk. Is good enough. For some reason, I can't get down to the new comments. It's not letting me do that, people. I don't know why. Here we are. Here we are. Hey, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. It's got me down. Fran, I ain't looking forward to Ronaldo against Mari. These put 4-hour transfer market to be good that we can have a window of 5 seconds for Newcastle transfer news. EJ Lowers put can ask you something. Juve is maybe going for Abba and Lacazette to replace CR7. What's your opinion? And that is one of the domino effect that you get from Ronaldo. I mean, it just feels like I've been talking about Ronaldo for 40 minutes. It's crazy, people, and a war. But I can't see Abba or Lacazette moving now. I really can't. Maybe Lacazette, because I'd rather get rid of Lacazette before, anyone else. So, but I don't think it's happening. Big up, bro. Thoughts on number one priority signing? I think that we need to get a Warren out or a Max Aarons. Cristiano will get 25, but he would take 2 goals from he would take goals from Bruno, Greenwood, and Pogba, etc. I'm not sure Man United care how they will get it in. United still need a proper manager. But to be fair, the fact the squad is now loaded, that cover up the fact that the manager ain't levels. Well, listen, if you can't do anything with them, then we will see. Don't forget that link, people. Make sure you hit the link just for a little personal one, but nothing's on there yet. So don't get stressed out. Craig knows bookworm settings. Yeah, listen, I'm going to tell you something now, and I would speak more on obviously the personal channel. It's kind of a more of a laid back approach because I can't really talk like this when we're talking about football, etc. We need a little bit more energy because everything's about energy. But you know me, reading changed my life. Changed my life, the way that I think, and I've got so far to go. It's unreal. But as you know, reading changed my life. A lot of you have already asked me for recommendations on books, etc. But we will see. Buenos Aires has put stay away from GMO processed foods along with fluoride. These things create the most cancer in our bodies. Stay fit, drink your water, and get your sun. And there you go, people. Doesn't even need to recommend one of the books. I recently, even though I was an athlete and I ate well recently, because my wife is doing a program, our eating has just been spectacular. My energy levels have gone through the roof, even though they're crazy anyway. My wife's energy levels. So I'm going to now just try and just have veg, fruit, not in packets, and cook a lot more. Got to be honest. But we'll speak more about that on the personal side. Stop getting me roped into the personal stuff. Z-Con and Newcastle. Hey, I like to see everyone in here. Where do you play? Where do you play Awardo? I guess you move ESO on the left and play with the 210s. Interesting, because Awardo's probably not going to get back the other side. So interesting. He's in trouble, apparently sulky and immature. I have heard that. Gunnar should buy Joe Linton for 41 million. That would be daylight robbery. Fran, thoughts on Liverpool buying Basuma for 40 million. And we're going to get onto that. That's perfect that you've just come into that. Because Devon's put, what religion are you? So quickly, I'm no religion really. I do believe in God. I also believe strongly more in universe and energy of people. Not very spiritual, but I'll take a bit from self-development. I'll take a bit from Christianity. I'll take a bit from Muslim faiths. I've got Muslim friends. Z, big up to Z in the chat. I'll take away a bit from a little bit of Buddhism when I've done a Rastafari, everyday stuff, and whatever suits me of how I can live and get better. That's kind of what I do, because what you will see now over the next however long it will be how I've always wanted to be, but never been in the right environment and never found myself to be that way. So that's what you will see over. Late, sorry, I hope you're good, Franny. No social, you're always here. I appreciate that. Does your new channel include demonstrations of sexual techniques? I don't think we're going to go that far, Chris. No, I think I'll keep it a little bit lower than that, We're ex-pro, Fran. We got to promote a fit, healthy lifestyle to all. Blessed, exactly. We have. What religion are you? So I just answered that, Devon. I hope that answered that. Been cooking a lot since the lockdown, Fran. I enjoy it, to be fair. And it's quite strange because when I cook, I like cooking, but I actually don't like doing a lot of cooking at the moment. So it's something that I've got to do, more. Big up, Fran. Z's put, I'm going to convert Fran to a Muslim. I'm just me, spiritual, hey, without being spiritual. It's weird. We definitely need a war. Part of a management is being able to handle different personalities. If Arteta cannot do this, he knows where the door is. Very true. Yeah, if you have a small one, you can do circles. Social got a bit of a I wouldn't say wrong mind because it's natural, but a dirty mind. And Brandon's put no matter the religion, we have to be people with good heart, Frank. Bang. And I think can get lost in religion at times, even though religion is good for oneself. I also think that religion blinds people and at times can make you biased towards that, so you don't even know you can have a different heart towards other religions. But let's not go into that. But Basuma, for me, I think Basuma, I didn't think that we needed at Arsenal someone defensively. I thought we needed someone on the ball to get us forward a little bit more. But when I then looked at the signings that we brought in, and also who have we got defensively, Xhaka, El Neni, and Sambi, Basuma would be absolutely perfect for Arteta being allowed to build what he wants to build. That's what I think is unbelievable when it comes for Basuma. And I watched him a lot. But I watched him last game, and he really, 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 he's buzzing for his football. He loves his football. And if Liverpool or United get Basuma, all of a sudden, for me, he's perfect for United, because he would just allow the other ones to just keep going forward even more, because it looks like Ollie likes to play two with a Fred or McTominay. So if he wanted to play a Basuma in there and then allows Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, etc. do their thing, that would be fantastic. And Liverpool would be frightening, I believe, with Basuma in there. So I think I've heard Basuma wanted to come to Arsenal, but for whatever reason, that has just not been pursued or pushed. And I do strongly believe that Arteta thinks Basuma is not good enough for the philosophy that he wants. Maybe he doesn't fit into the new profile, Maybe he doesn't sit into the new profile of what Arsenal are trying to do, this new rebuilding one, which is interesting. Zia's put, look after yourself, Fran. You're a top guy. Miss you loads, pal. Going for a Pakistani curry now. Love you, bro. Speak soon. Listen, those Pakistani curries and the tea that I used to have, wow. Those curries, wow. In Dubai, unbelievable. But the Pakistani restaurant was so good. Chris has put, I think Newcastle will struggle this season. It's a shame, as Newcastle have been the most unlucky side in the Premier League. I was saying to someone earlier, Newcastle was one of my favorite teams as a kid. I remember Ginola, the Newcastle brown kit, Les Ferdinand, who I know personally, Tino Asprilla, who I got his boots one time, his Diodoras with the neon on the side, actual boots. Fantastic. Loved them. But it's just never really gone to where they need to go to. I remember Middlesbrough when Emerson and Ravanelli and Jorginho, I used to love that time of football. But unfortunately, Newcastle have got an owner who does not want to invest and is just quite happy to just make sure he balances the books without pushing the club forward. So unfortunate for Newcastle, because they're a massive club. The fan base and up there is massive. Absolutely massive. Amos put, Arteta trying to copy Pep in every way rather than being his own person, overthinking every time. Could not disagree. I cannot disagree. I believe that Arsenal are... It's funny because Arsenal want to go a certain way. Okay? Arsenal want to go a certain way, and the fans want them to go a certain way. So everyone mentions Leicester. However, we've got to remember that Leicester have came from kind of nowhere to where they are now, whereas Arsenal have always been challenging in the top four, the top six at least, or the top four. And then now we've got to go down to then go back up. And I think that's why fans are frustrated. And I think that's why fans, when they do have a go at Odegaard, or they do have a go at Tavares, or they do have a go at Arteta and say, this is basically not good enough, etc., etc., it's because they're so frustrated that because we are not looking at an Arsenal team that we all know. Because they've changed their direction. And we don't like that direction because we don't think we should have to be going backwards to go forwards. Now, getting the youth in, it's okay. Chelsea do it. But what Chelsea don't do is they don't neglect the first strongest 11. They still go out and spend big money on the strongest 11. But their scouting system and their youth system and everything below that, the structure, the foundations, that's an own club of its own. That's an own club of its own. That's why they make 20, 30, 40, 50 million selling youth team players every year. because it can then fund certain things around the ground to build for the first team. What we look like we're trying to go and do is we're trying to build a new first team through players who have potentially a future. But what if that goes wrong? That's a huge gamble for Arteta in my eyes, a huge gamble for Arteta if this doesn't work for him. And then the next manager, he's going to have to come in and solve all these problems that Arteta has created. Because Arteta has created these problems. If he's sat down with the Kroenkes and the Kroenkes have said, right, this is the model, what we want to go down, surely Arteta should have turned around and said, listen, we can't do that. As Arsenal Football Club, we can't just buy 5 or 6 unproven young players and try and get us to compete with top 4. My hands are tied behind my back. What do you want me to do? I cannot do that. Now, they may have turned around and said, well, tough, get on with the job. And he's not going to resign. But I get the feeling, the way that he's speaking, this is all down to the way that he wants to do things. And I think that's concerning for Arsenal Football Club if it doesn't work. Now, the positives are what I seen the other day, and I know it was against West Brom youth team. The positives are that if this team clicks, and Curtis was laughing last night at me, if this team clicks, he may get this team to 6th, which is a progression from last season. Now, for most people, Fran, that's not good enough. You've got to be realistic, Arsenal fans. People, we've got to be realistic, okay? Top 4 is not going to happen. So 5th or 6th would be a good season for us. Would be a good season for us. My biggest fear was 9th, 10th, 11th, which I've stated. And I do not change my mind at the moment. I do not change my mind at the moment. But they could click. And I think there is some light at the end of the tunnel if it clicks. My only issue with Arteta is I don't think, and most people would agree in the chat, I do not think that Arteta is a very good manager. That's my issue of players. And I also think I've heard he's micromanaged. He starts training sessions. He's asking people to do certain things that they don't want to do. He's asking them to play a certain style of play that they don't want to play. Like I said the other day, I was watching the West Brom game, and Ramsdale is very good with his feet. He's better than Leno in his feet, Ramsdale, okay? If he gives the ball to a Holding or a Mari or a Gabby even at times, okay, when they're under pressure, because like he sometimes did at Sheffield United, he would give the centre-backs or the full-backs ball because he wants to play out. Arteta is desperate to play out from the back. Desperate to play out from the back. And it's, for me, it's inviting pressure and danger on players who are not comfortable. So if Ramsdale gives the ball to Holding, who's under pressure, Holding will give the ball away. I will not be surprised if we concede 3 or 4 goals this season where the goalkeepers gave it to one of the defenders, they've panicked, gave it away, and then it's cost us because they're not good enough to want the ball. If you look at Odegaard, he always wants the ball. Now, some people criticize Odegaard, and I get it, down to your personal preference of how you like players to play. I love players like Odegaard. I like the foreign way of playing football. Some people hate it, and no matter what Odegaard does, they will always hammer him, and that's fine. That is fine. That is an individual's perspective. That is an individual's own choice of what they see. Now, my worry is that we at the back are going to give the ball away too often, and Arteta will not change that. And I think that's what's going to get him the sack. Would you take Ruben Neves and Troy from Wolves? At a heartbeat. At a heartbeat, Sports Genius. A heartbeat. Terence Tibbs has put... Arsenal already spent 500 million in the past 5 years. It's crazy. It's just bad spend. Micromanager and dictator for sure. Jonas has put, here we go. Oh, listen, it's definitely not here we go, Arsenal. Who is looking forward to the season. I'm looking forward to the season. I think we've got to look forward to it because at the end of the day, it's unpredictable. We have no idea what's going to happen in the future. So why not enjoy each game as it comes? And then we can criticize or praise each game as it comes. That's the only best way that we can do it, people. How much money do we throw down the drain? Poof, a lot. Not Traore. Well, I'd take Traore all the day. You know what? No finishing product, but he's a huge, huge problem. And you do not want to play against Adama Traore. He can't cross the road and he can't finish his dinner. I get that. But he causes so much panic when he plays. It's unreal. Just as put big up FFTV, big up to yourself. And Chris has put Mbappe to Huddersfield Town, just announcing South Yorkshire mid-afternoon tidings. I can't see that one happening, people. I can't see that one happening. Let me see if there's any other news. So Ronaldo looks like, by the way, people, that he will be going to United. It looks like, obviously, the talks with City seem to have broken down. Also, Cristiano Ronaldo is coming back to Man United, it's saying. As you know, Man United has arrived at Lisbon after a tour-in earlier. He could have a medical for Manchester United in Portugal. I think you've already mentioned that. So, interesting times. Huge boost for them. Rio saying that he's obviously rang him straight away and told him that he can't go to Man City. He must come to Man United. So there also is a lot of pressure as well from Ronaldo. So we will see. But listen, it's never straightforward. He was going City last night and everyone was burning the Man United shirts. Now the Man United fans love him again and they're devastated that they got to spend another 80 quid to get a new shirt. Silly people. So we will see. We can't play out from the back, Fran. It scares me when you watch us doing it. We're not good enough to play at the back, and I believe that's how Arteta wants us to play. Ronaldo moved to Man United. Ronaldo confusion to United. Ronaldo moved to Man United. That's curtains for Conte to sign for Arsenal. Listen, Traore, beast power, pace and aggression, just what we need at Arsenal. It'd do something. Maybe how to unburn a shirt. Maybe you can get that on YouTube. Almost sounds like you're describing Kolasinac. Traore fits the Prem more in technical league, but it'll impact player off the bench. Just bring him off the bench. Cause absolute chaos, he would. So, people, I think we're going to have a very, very interesting next few days. The chances are that there's going to be something to talk about every single day. So make sure your notifications are on. Make sure you hit the subscribe. And also make sure, don't have to yet, that you go and hit the subscribe on that little one there. It's not anything happening yet. There's no videos on it. But if we can get a little bit of traction early on to get a little bit of personal stuff going on, it will be absolutely excellent. Drew Huncho has put, imagine if those shirts that were burnt were signed by Ronaldo. Can you imagine? Lost a few quid there, haven't they? They've lost a right few quid there. Earl put, One Football have just announced that they have agreed a deal to bring Ronaldo back to Man United. It looks like he had two meetings, one with City, one with United. City were in the driving for place, but it looks like a lot has happened. As you know, all it takes is a few phone calls that to persuade United. And I think United were going to pay the fee. I don't think City can pay the fee in this, whatever's going on. Brandon's put official. Cristiano Ronaldo joins Man United. Official statement from the club announced he's back. Wow. Eh? 2 seasons. You'll get some goals, I'll tell you that. Fergie phoned him and said, come home, son. You never know. You never, ever know. But that's a big, big window. Man United is delighted to confirm that the club have reached an agreement with Juventus for the transfer of Cristiano Ronaldo, subject to the agreement of personal terms, visa, and medical. Wow, people. Tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to read that again, and I'm going to do a YouTube Shorts while we are on here. How good would that be? Let's read that again. So, everybody, Man United is delighted to confirm that the club have reached an agreement with Juventus for the transfer of Cristiano Ronaldo, subject to agreement on personal terms, visa, and medical. I believe he's having a medical in Lisbon. Agreement, a 5-time Ballon d'Or winner, has won over 30 major trophies during his career. Wow. The transfer window is hotting up. That is for sure. So he's not going to go City. I believe that's something to do with the transfer, maybe the fee. Man United are willing to pay the fee now to Juventus, which is absolutely crazy. So everyone in the live stream is going crazy. Wow, 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 wow. The Premier League title is going to Man United. The Premier League title is going to Man United. It's absolutely crazy, people. Just as we're just about to come off live stream as well. So wowzers, absolute wow, everybody. Everyone around the world will be thinking unbelievable business. That is for sure. Unbelievable. Unbelievable business, people. No. So, right, we're going to wrap it on that, people. Great timing. Ronaldo is back. City, all of a sudden, are going to be shaking in the boots, people. City are going to be shaking in their boots. I can tell you that. So, tomorrow, you know what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, people? There's only one story. And I'm sure we'll get Arsenal in there as well. So, right then, people, thanks ever so much for coming on. Again, thank you all for getting us over that 2K mark. And someone's obviously going to get that PS5 very, very soon. I absolutely love each and every one of you. And like you say, always reach out if needed. And I will see you all tomorrow. Make sure you have a good Friday. Remember, champions are made on a Friday is what always everyone says. So, is that the best transfer window in Man United's last, well, forever how long? I think it possibly could be. Big up to yourself, each and every one of you. And I will see you. Well, I'll definitely see you tomorrow, won't I?